There have been some petunias in our area that over the past several years have been very popular, and they're put out by Proven Winner. They're called Bubblegum, and they're a bright pink bubblegum color. And it's not just the color that's very popular about them, it's their growing habit. They will spread all over the place, and they will bloom all summer long. So I decided I wanted some of those, and last fall I ordered a flat of little plugs. I mean, like, this is the size of the plant that I got. I think I got 48 of them, and today I went over to the greenhouse to pick them up, even though I didn't really want to go anywhere, but I had made a commitment to do this, and so I felt like I needed to. Well, I had a real shock there because, well, I had ordered twice this many, which would be, I guess, 96 of them. And I took some money with me, some cash. I planned to have the right change for him and everything, so I didn't have to go inside. He knew I was coming and everything. I could just turn over my money. Well, when he brought out this one flat of 98 plants, he had a sticker stuck on it, and he said that'll be $93 and I think 17 cents, and my mouth dropped open because I had not asked what the price was going to be. I just assumed that they would be reasonable. Well, I didn't take that much money. I hem-hawed around for a while, and he said, well, you don't have to take them because I can sell them. I mean, what he does is put them in individual pots and sells them for $2 each. We decided that I would just take half of them. So he went back inside and he cut the tray in half, and I got half. And down here on the floor I have 2 trays of 18 each, which 36 plants put into these 2 trays that I'm going to let grow so that I can put into my flower bed or wherever I decide, but they're kind of like precious gold. I brought 6 12-inch baskets down here that I'm going to put 2 each in, because I have learned over the years that if you pack your basket full of flowers, it's going to look good faster, but in the long run it won't look good because the plants get all root bound in there and start going bad on you. So I'm going to put 2 of them in each basket for hanging here off my patio.
Through the years, Jan's been begging me for a broadfork. She wanted to tear up everything inside the greenhouses real deep. And she had no idea what she's talking about, because that would be very difficult. But anyway, I kind of got the idea of using my bobcat forks for doing it. And they do a pretty good job. You have to be careful not to tear up the greenhouse in the process, but they lift the ground down. I'm probably averaging 12 inches anyway, and just bringing it up, breaking the hard pan up, and so it'll hold water when I do water it in the spring. On the other side, we were having trouble with water coming in under the side of the greenhouse. So I had my bucket on it, and I pushed dirt from the center section over there and built it up about 6 inches. I'm pretty sure that will solve that problem. But now I've got to get this ready where it'll work down nice and I can get some water in it that'll stay. I'm doing the side, and I did the other end past our winter garden, and I'm kind of waiting to hold the center till someone picks what they think they want out of the winter garden, and then we'll haul that to the chickens, the remainder of the greenery. After I haul those plants out to the chickens, I will start down there and work this way. I don't want to run over what I've done with the bobcat, pack it back down. So I'll let it dry a few days, and then I'll till it down and add some water prior to planting, just for bare minimum moisture. I don't want it wet then I pack her right back down again.
We've got our first asparagus starting to pop up. Here's one, and there's one over there.
And I looked over here, and we've got another big pile of mulch in here that the tree trimming guys brought over. See, they made tracks. That's how I could tell that they'd been here. That's really good news for us.
I used to live in the country on a high lonesome hill. Crow by day and by night the whippoorwill. I used to live in the country on a high lonesome hill. Crow by day and by night the whippoorwill. But I'm satisfied, tickled too, just to be with you.
Whose hobbit feet are those? Some kind of a giant mealworm.
They can
Chickens
go
would
forward or
love
back.
that.
They seem to be able to go forwards or backwards, almost equally.
You ought to collect them and feed them to the chickens.
There's only been a couple so far. So.
Okay. Our plants that we put in the other day are looking really good. We actually had a freeze in the meantime, plus the ground's wet and kind of hard when we dig out the holes.
Well, I'm going downtown with my hat caved in, coming back home with a pocket.
It's some extra work, but we're gonna take, this soil's quite hard clay. I'm gonna scoop away the shovelfuls I'm digging out, and then we have some over there in that pile that's better. We'll refill the holes with that. Help give the plants a little better start.
Well, I'm going downtown with my hat caved in, coming back home with a pocket full of truth. But I'm satisfied, tickled too.
We didn't get quite all those planted, but we're quitting on that for the day. Before we turn off the hose, I'm trying to throw a little water to my garlic in here. Got a whole house full of mostly elephant garlic, and then this is regular garlic that I split up. It got a little bit of a slow start, but I think it's getting some roots established now.
Well, I'm sitting out here by my carrot bed that we made, and 2 videos ago I told you that I had the carrots had sprouted, but there's so many weeds in here, and I've been trying to get the weeds out and looking at what I've got, and I feel like in a lot of places my carrots aren't even coming up very well. They're kind of patchy. As much as I don't want to do this, I think I'm going to tear the whole thing up and start over again. I really hate doing that, but I'm going to tear it up and replant. I'm 3 weeks into this, and it's very important to me this year to have carrots. What I'm going to do is take this stirrup or scuffle hoe, and I'm just going to rake up the little bit on top just to kill those weeds, because they don't have much of a root system, and I don't want to go down too deep and stir up more seeds that might be in here. I hoed it up. I then took my rake and raked out larger clods that were in there and made it as smooth as possible, leveled out any low places so that I don't have a place where seeds might wash down into that low place more concentrated, but they'll stay spread out better. I'm going to make 3 rows again, about 6 inches apart in here. This is something that I'm going to do different this time. Before I just covered it up with the soil again and then watered. This time I've got some peat moss. This is peat moss that we got to put our red wiggler worms in, and this was left over and it's damp, so what I'm going to do is sprinkle it over the top. I haven't closed in my little rows, I'm just going to leave them open and sprinkle as evenly as I can this over the top. This will absorb moisture and keep the soil moist where the carrot seeds are, because they need to be moist all the time, but the problem is that the soil compacts and makes it hard for them to come up through it. And even though I put a lot of sand in here, it was still kind of compacted. Like last time, I'm going to put the ground cover over the top of it again. Let the ground warm up, because over the next week we're supposed to go down pretty cool again. Spraying it like this spreads the water out on there and doesn't just squirt in one place, but that soaks down through the woven fabric and makes it go into the ground gently.
Just to be with you.